Good morning, Vikes. I'm Cage.
And I'm Braylon. You may be wondering, what are we doing at the main desk? Well, this is our spring sports special.
And with the Spring Sports Special, of course, we are experiencing technical difficulties with the internet right now, so there may not be pictures in some spots.
Now, would everyone please stand for a moment of silence? Now, please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today, we're starting off with a look at our tennis team. This team has grown significantly over the past few years, which can be a little tricky since we have 6 courts to play on. But this team works together to make sure everyone gets time on the courts.
Varsity positions are rotated on a regular basis, but several of our consistent varsity members are Katie Oakley at first singles, Jazz Ward at number 2 singles, and Kylie Heath in the third singles position.
Seniors Avery Gable and Kennedy Schmidt make up the number 1 doubles team. You can also find seniors Renee Kirchhoff and Cheyenne Niemeyer playing doubles.
You may have noticed photos with team members displaying a hard hat. This is awarded after each match to players who show a particular grit and determination.
The team is currently 6-6 for the season and 4-3 in the PAC.
The girls' tennis team is coached by everyone's favorite biology teacher, Mr. White, who shared a little information about this group of athletes.
Is this season any different from the others?
It's been a little bit challenging in like the first couple games, just trying to figure out where to place people and different things like that. In the past couple seasons, I've had a pretty good idea, but this year's been a little bit crazy with injuries and people not being able to come due to like family reasons and different things like that. So start was a little struggle, but we're starting to kick it into the gear.
What has been the proudest you have been this season so far?
Definitely whenever we beat Mater Dei. It's always good to beat a big rival, and we haven't done that for a long time, so that was a really good, really cool experience.
Has there been any ice cream incidents on the bus this year?
No, but if you ask Jazz Ward, I've been close a couple times, but I think personally that I've done a pretty good job of making sure that no ice cream is injured in the process of getting to and from matches.
What is the main thing you teach your players?
Just go out, have fun, communicate with each other, and just play tennis, I guess.
And finally, what is the significance of the hard hat?
So the hard hat goes to the player that had like the best match, the best attitude, has stuck through some really hard stuff. So like if somebody goes through a third set, or they beat opponents that they probably shouldn't, or they just played an all-around good match, it's our hardest worker award, I guess you could say.
Is there anything else you'd like to say so far about the season?
It's been exciting. I'm excited for the rest of the season, and I think we're going to do big things in the tournament. So.
Now let's head over to the interview with Katie Oakley and Becca Alderson.
Good morning, Vikings. Today I'm joined by junior tennis players Katie and Becca. We want to highlight our girls tennis team members and their accomplishments for the season. So, when did you each start playing?
I started playing my freshman year.
I think I started playing on a team in 6th or 7th grade, but I was exposed to the game before that.
Okay. Do you play singles or doubles?
I play doubles.
I play singles.
So Becca, do you like playing near the net or in the back?
In the back.
Okay. What drills do you do?
We just honestly hit a lot. Tennis is a lot about repetition, and so just learning to hit with different people and playing consistently.
Becca, what's your favorite part of tennis?
Probably just being able to play with my friends.
Sounds like fun. Katie, what was your best moment from this season?
Probably when we beat Mater Dei. That was pretty fun. funniest moment was when Mr. White went to McDonald's and they didn't put a bottom bun on his burger, and he about had like a meltdown. Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us today. Now let's send it over to Cage and Braylon to talk about boys golf.
4.
Heads up, Buttercup, it's golf time. Even though you didn't see us practicing at school, the golf team still puts in a lot of hours. On a typical day, the team drives out to Cambridge Golf Club about 20 minutes away.
This year we've had the best golf team North Posey has had in a long time, led by seniors Caden Jingleball and Reese Thompson, with a trusty supporting cast of our other varsity members, Braylon Games, Ethan Bittner, Jonathan Schmidt, and Henry Martin.
We can't tell you everything about our team, so we'll send it over to the future pros to tell you everything about their season.
Vikings, let's go golfing. Today, we have seniors Caden Jingleball and Reese Thompson to answer a few questions. So, what would you say a normal match consists of?
Your 5 varsity players are ranked 1 through 5, and then you get matched up with those numbers from the different teams in your group.
Okay. And Reese, who would you say your favorite pro golfer is?
Probably Happy Gilmore, I had to say.
Happy Gilmore, that's a good answer. And who would you say is most likely to jump in the lake to get a lost ball?
Probably John.
Probably
John? Yeah, I could believe that. What would you say your favorite golf course is, though?
Probably Evansville Country Club. Me and Caden both work there, and it's a really nice golf course to get on if you can.
That's cool. Who would you say is the best at mini golf?
Me.
It's me.
Is it both of you?
No,
It's just me.
Oh, okay. Who is most likely to get yelled at by coach?
Probably Chiz.
Yeah, probably
Chiz.
Braylon.
Yeah, I could believe that too. And who is most likely to get a hole-in-one and then a double par on the next hole?
Henry Martin.
All right, thank you for joining us today. Now sending it back to Cage and Braylon for an overview of the track and field team.
Now next up, as I said, we have our track and field team. This team has been working very hard this season and is paying off. Last week they had 4 meets and 3 of them were invitationals with which means a lot of teams and late nights are all involved.
Not only have they been winning meets, but they've also been breaking school records. Ellie Jo Johnson and Xander Pickens have both broken the previous school records for the 100-meter and 200-meter dash.
But the sprinters haven't been the only ones dominating. The throwers have been as well. Here is Tori Holtzmeyer throwing a PR of 131 feet and 8 inches at discus.
Today I have team captains Ava Crawford and Xander Pickens here with me to answer some questions about this year's track season. Okay, so the first question is for both of you. What's your favorite thing about track and field?
Probably just being able to spend practice with your friends.
What about you, Xander?
I love competing against other schools and getting to meet new people, and I enjoy that interaction you get to have.
Okay, next question. If you had one word to describe this season, what would that word be?
I would probably say therapy.
Therapy?
I would say growth. Probably we've had a lot of growth this season.
This next question is just for Ava. Who is most likely to scratch on purpose during a throw for shot put or discus?
I would say Courtney for the girls and Troy for the boys.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Okay, both of you. Who on the team do you go to when you need a laugh?
Charlotte.
Charlotte and Axton, yeah.
Okay, now, this question's for you, Xander. Who is the most likely to do the exact opposite of what Coach Pickens tells them to do?
Either Axton Gamblin or Carson Woods.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, and finally, what will you miss most about track?
Probably everything.
My teammates.
Well, thank you both for coming in today. Now we're going to send it back over to Cage and Braylon for a look at baseball.
Baseball has had a pretty good season as they sit with a 15-2 record a little past halfway through the season.
This team has been exciting to watch, and a key component is that they lead the state in home runs with 11 so far this season.
There are numerous schools tied with 9 home runs each. What's cool about this stat is that no single player on our team has more than 2 home runs, so our roster is strong across the board. Here is one of those that happened to be a grand slam by Judd Galvin.
Go, baby, go! Go!
That is just one of the 4 grand slams we have on the year.
Gee Willikers, that was an amazing play. The power is distributed throughout the team very well. They have started very strong, beating some very good opponents. They beat 4A Harrison 8-7, who was a top contender for winning the SIAC. They also beat Southridge 13-6, who was a huge threat to win the PAC.
And last night, they also beat Central 13-9. But the funny thing is, we are still technically in a game right now. Last Tuesday, we came back from a 6-1 deficit in the bottom of the 7th, tying it at 6. It was running that whole inning, but when we try to go back out there to play for extra innings, the umpires postponed the game to a later date that is still yet to be announced.
When the game is rescheduled, it'll start in the 8th inning. Now, it is time to send it to Weatherboy Vince. But it's not Weatherboy Vince, it is Anchor Aslan. Oh wait, no, it is Weatherboy Vince, who has some special guests.
Braylon, where's my mic?
I don't have it. I lost it.
Of course you did. Good morning, North Post, and welcome back to another episode of NPTV. Today we have Logan Simmons, Jed Galvin, and Carter Schickel here to answer some questions about their baseball season. Are you guys ready to roll?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, let's get started. This is for Jed and Carter. With such a successful football season, has that altered your expectations for the baseball season?
I mean, not really. I expect the same thing from our team. We got a good team this year, and we can go a long way.
I mean, I think it kind of does because it sets the standard for this year. So.
Alrighty. What are you most looking forward to for the rest of the season?
If I had to say, probably sectionals, because we just had our sectional draw, and we got a pretty good draw. We got the bye, so that's pretty good.
Oh, that's solid.
Just continuing to grow in our friendships as a team.
Yeah, just looking forward to everything, really.
What is your favorite pregame ritual?
So I don't really have a ritual, but I have like superstition, so I have to make sure my bag's in the same spot every single time and do stuff in the same order, so that's probably mine.
Pre-game meals, Subway, and sitting in the 3rd seat on the bus. So.
Yeah, I don't really have one, just there for the ride.
What is your favorite Coach Kirk Boys saying?
Let's get a little bit better today, boys.
I have to agree with them.
And finally, which player would you not let date your daughter?
Manny.
Ethan Mann.
Easton Luigs.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Thank you for joining us today. Now we're going to send it back to Maine.
I don't know. I think I'd let Easton Luigs date my daughter.
I would too.
That's just me. Definitely not Ethan Mansfield.
No, absolutely
I wouldn't
not.
let him within 100 feet.
Never.
But finally, we're moving on to softball. Their season has been all wins so far as they come in on a mission to dominate with a 9-0 streak. And it doesn't look like they'll be slowing down anytime soon. Go Lady Vikings.
Speaking of awesome things the softball team has done, softball senior Ashton Elpers got a scholarship from the IHSAA for $2,500. She was one of only 13 seniors across the state of Indiana to get it. Congrats, Ashton. That's pretty rad.
Even with all the canceled and ran out games, the softball team still manages to dominate and have fun on the field. They even got to have an Easter egg hunt where they had a little fun Easter-themed items.
On Friday, there will be a game at home against Jasper at 5. Come out and see how awesome these girls really are. We're excited to see where our Lady Vikings will go next and how far they will progress during their season. Now we're sending it over to Aslan for real this time to interview some of our softball seniors.
Good morning, Vikings. Today I have seniors Addie Phillip, Jenna Waymer, Ava Lowe, Ashley Blankenship, Ashton Elpers, and Sybil Renshaw for an interview. So let's jump right in. So, how many years have you guys played softball?
I played 13.
Yeah,
13.
probably about 13.
Like,
yeah, 13, 14.
Alright. So, do you guys have any plans on doing softball after high school?
No.
Intramural.
Yeah.
Sports,
maybe.
but, yeah.
All right. So, what is your favorite flavor of sunflower seeds?
Dill pickle.
Ranch.
Taco.
Dill pickle.
I think original right now.
All right. So, what is your least favorite part of practice?
Shagging the balls.
Well,
Oh my
for me and
gosh.
Ava, it's definitely after we do infield situations, and then we have to run the bases, and we're not in shape.
It's bad when it's really
It's
hot
really
outside,
hot.
too.
Yeah.
So,
All right. And lastly, what is your most memorable experience in softball?
State.
Yeah, back to back state. Me personally, I liked the Easter egg hunt because I tried to get Addie's eggs, and then she like pushed me to the ground.
and the fire truck rides are very fun too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's awesome. Now, thanks for coming on to the broadcast. Now we're going to send it over to Ian, Cage, and Braylon to talk about the English Bowl.
Typically, our sports specials focus on, well, sports, but we have to carve out a little time for one of our more studious teams who are heading to state this weekend.
That's right, Braylon. The North Posey English Bowl will travel to Purdue on Saturday morning to compete for the state title. We know that the Vikings have a strong tradition of excellence when it comes to academics, and this team is ready to bring it home with some more hardware.
The team is coached by Frau Schmidt and has 3 seniors, Quinn Fallowfield, Tori Abernathy, and Annalise Mays. Juniors Shawnee Lamar and Maggie McCutcheon are also on the team, as well as sophomore Hayden Farrar.
Ian is joining us today to tell us about some books he's been reading as a special send-off for our states-bound English team. Okay, Ian, tell us what you got.
I've been reading a book about anti-gravity.
Oh yeah? Anti-gravity? How was it?
It was impossible to put down.
Any other good books you've read?
I just finished a book about Mount Everest.
Mount Everest.
It was a real cliffhanger.
I want to read that. Okay, Ian, we've got time for one more.
How do books flirt in the library?
Books can flirt?
Apparently, they can check each other out.
Oh, those books getting dirty.
Pretty good, Ian. Not so good, Braylon. But now, all jokes aside, how do you think our English team is going to do when they compete on Saturday?
We're definitely going to get in first place.
I agree. I'm glad we're on the same page.
That does it for us. Good luck to our English team, and good luck to all our spring athletes as they continue their seasons.
Remember, everyone, tomorrow's Viking Day, so get ready for fun in the sun tomorrow afternoon. For all of us NPTV staff, signing off.